You're 10 years old, and the fire in front of you is louder than your own heartbeat. A spark lands on your forearm. You learn, fast, not to flinch. Pump the bellows. Don't drop the tongs. That's the whole of what they tell you. There's one blade you'll make, decades from now, that you're not sure about. You'll think about it for the rest of your life. The night you finish it. The dawn you send it out anyway. The man who carries it into a wall of shields, never knowing your hands were the last thing between him and the dark. But that's 50 years away. Right now, the bellows are heavier than you are, and the old man hasn't even let you touch the iron. So let's start where it starts. You're 10. Your father is dead or gone. It doesn't matter which, not here. What matters is the man who took you and works iron for the army, and he needs hands. Yours are small and they're free. You pump the bellows until your arms give out. Then you pump them more. You carry charcoal. You sweep scale off the floor. When a spark finds your skin, nobody looks up. Your wage is a heel of bread and a place to sleep by the fire. And the fire, you decide, is enough. 2 winters later, your arms have changed. The old man lets you draw out a nail, then another, then 100. A nail is nothing, but a nail teaches your hands the one thing that matters, how the metal talks. You learn to read the color of the heat the way other boys read a face. Straw, cherry, white. Pull it too soon, it won't move. Leave it too long, it burns. And burnt iron is dead iron. Heat, time, patience. You ruin a dozen blade blanks before one holds its shape. The old man doesn't praise you. He just hands you the next bar. You're a young man now, and a legionary is standing in your doorway. He needs a sword, a real one, a gladius, the short blade Rome conquers the world with. And the way you make it is older than Rome itself. A hard steel edge that takes a razor's point, folded around a soft iron spine that bends instead of breaking. 2 metals forged into one, so the blade cuts like judgment and survives the shock of bone. You weld them in the fire, and the weld is everything. Because here is the thing nobody says out loud. Get it right, and this man lives through a day that kills the men beside him. Get it wrong. One cold spot in the join, one flaw in the tang where the blade meets the grip, and it shatters. Not in your shop, where you'd see it. Out there. At the exact worst moment a blade can break. He pays you a coin and walks out the door with your work on his hip. You never learn his name. You'll do this 10,000 more times. The years come faster now. A quartermaster finds you. The legion is mustering for the frontier, and he doesn't want 1 blade. He wants 50 by the next moon. This is the work that makes you or breaks you. 50 blades, every one held to a standard a man's life depends on, and a deadline that wants you to cut corners. So you learn the cost of speed. A blade quenched too fast cracks down the spine. A temper rushed leaves the steel brittle. One night, bone-tired, you almost ship a gladius with a hairline flaw running through the tang, and you catch it, 1 breath before it goes in the crate. You break it across your knee. A day's work, gone. Better your knee than his ribs. Your coin grows. So does the weight of it. You're not the boy at the bellows anymore. You run the place. The forge is yours. Gladi, spathae for the cavalry. The heavy pila that punch through shields. Scales of armor stitched plate by plate. Repairs on the eve of a campaign, with the whole century waiting. Young smiths sweep your floor now and flinch at their first spark, and you don't look up. Centurions ask for you by name. They trust your steel. It is the closest thing to glory a man like you will ever get, and it is enough. Then comes the night. A great battle at dawn. Word came down the road this morning, and now every forge in the fabricae is lit, and the heat is a living thing. Every blade you finish tonight, a man stakes his life on when the sun comes up. You work until your hands won't close. Sharpen, inspect, pass it on, sharpen the next, and near the end, there's one blade you're not sure of. The weld looked clean, but you're tired, and the light is bad, and something in your gut won't settle. Ship it, and you make your count. Break it, and a man marches out with nothing. Whose life is it? You'll never know his face. You send it out. At dawn, the army forms up in the cold and marches, carrying your knight on their hips. The sound of it fades down the road, and you stand in the doorway, fire-blind and shaking, and you will never ever know which man lived because you got it right, or which one didn't, because you didn't. You're old now. You're half deaf from 40 years of hammer on iron. Your eyes have gone amber blind from staring into the heat. Your back doesn't straighten anymore, and your hands are a map of every spark that ever found them. You armed a generation. Most of them marched out and didn't come back, and not one of them, not one, ever knew your name. Was it worth it? You sit by the fire that's been the one constant of your whole life, and you already know the answer. You do it again. Because somewhere in the back of the shop, right now, there's a boy, 10 years old. The bellows are heavier than he is. He just dropped the tongs and flinched at his first spark, and he's learning not to. He'll try again. The iron will glow, straw, cherry, white. His first blade will be ugly, but he'll make it, and something will click behind his eyes. The beginning of understanding what this fire actually costs. This is what it actually felt like to be a Roman weaponsmith.